amusement parks and gas stations.
How y'all doing? Welcome to the Executive Escapes Lounge. Just want to remind everyone they have a very strict policy, so if anyone in here is not an executive, we need to ask you. Just kidding. Actually, I quit drinking about 3 years ago, and it makes comedy a lot harder. It really does. In fact, I found that doing comedy completely sober is kind of like having a baby without anesthetic. Or my penis. Watching a lot of TV this afternoon before I came over tonight, and do you know what Toddlers and Tiaras, Sister Wives, Hoarders, and Here Comes Honey Boo Boo all have in common?
What?
They're all on the Learning Channel. Tell me something, if that's learning, then what all exactly does being a dumbass encompass? I don't know. I'm just thinking there's probably in some alternate universe there's a white trash voyeurism channel in which people are watching shows about particle physics. I also watch a lot of the ID channel, or as I like to call it, Serial Killer University. Seriously, they broadcast for 24 hours a day programs explaining the intricate details of forensic science and exactly how the FBI and the police catch criminals. Am I the only one that thinks that's a bad idea?
I love that channel.
I mean, I bet it's real interesting to people who, I don't know, are trying to get away with murder. Oh well, it's good times. Our society's kind of gross, kind of sick. I'll tell you what's gross is fish at fast food restaurants. What's gross about fish at fast food restaurants is it's just fish. It's not flounder, it's not salmon, it's just fish. Filet of fish. Isn't that a little bit broad? An entire phylum of animals. I mean, call me crazy, but I need just a little bit more specificity when deciding what I'm going to put in my mouth. I don't know if I've ever walked into a restaurant and said, I'll take the mammal. Surprise me. That's just crazy. I've been traveling a lot lately. You guys ever heard the expression hotel quality sheets? You heard that? I always thought that was a weird selling point for an item. I mean, because I think hotel sheets are kind of gross. Hotel quality sheets, what exactly does that mean? We secretly invited 500 random stinky strangers to roll around on these before we sold them to you. I mean, if you pay a little bit less, could you get motel quality sheets? These things are so earth-friendly that they contain their own fully sustainable ecosystem of bacteria within the fibers. Yeah, it's gross. Have you seen this new phenomenon in hotels where they try to guilt you out of having clean towels? They put little cards in the bathroom that have pictures of manatees and lemurs on them, and they say things like, if you care about Mother Earth, please reuse your dirty towels. However, if you enjoy murdering koala bears, just let us know and we'll clean your towels for you. What the hell do koala bears have to do with clean towels? I'm paying $150 a night for this hotel room. You should be able to hire an entire team of lemurs to do the laundry. Besides, when was the last time a lemur or a manatee ever did anything to look out for my best interests? I don't know. It's crazy. I got this weird thing when I stay in a hotel, and I'm just so curious if anyone else has this. When I stay in a hotel, I cannot go to sleep at night without first looking under the bed to make sure there's not a dead hooker. It's just this hang-up I have. I saw it on Dateline one time, and it freaked me out. So for years now, I got to do the dead hooker check. Every time I look, I cannot sleep peacefully if I haven't done the dead hooker check. I'm kind of a weird dude. Yeah. So far I haven't found one yet, which is good. I like hotels that have truth in advertising. They don't overpromise. Microtel. You seen that place? Microtel. Yeah, hey man, we told you the room was small. We warned you. I think they ought to take it to the next level and have the nanotel, where you need a scanning electron microscope just to see the soap. Anyway, been traveling a lot lately. I went to Austin last weekend, and boy, has that town changed. I used to live there in the 90s, and it used to just be an average-sized town full of slacker, lazy people like me. And now it's like this thriving metropolis of hipster douchebags. You get off the plane, and they give you skinny jeans at the airport. Babies are delivered daily in the hospital with black-rimmed glasses already on them. Everything's green. Even red stuff is green. I went into this store in Austin, and I bought all this stuff. And I asked the dude, I went up to the counter, I bought a whole bunch of stuff. And I asked the dude for a bag to put my stuff in. And the guy looked at me like I had just gutted a kitten with a Rambo knife. It's like, what? I did a bag, carry stuff. He's like, yeah, Austin actually doesn't have bags. It's a city ordinance. We're trying to not have bags. I was like, really? The whole city doesn't have bags? We're still in Texas, right? Okay. I thought for a second there we were in Scandinavia or something. I didn't quite understand that. But I said, dude, there's even bags in nature. Kangaroos have pouches. They carry their stuff around. Bags are natural, man. So anyway, he wouldn't give me a bag. So I'm walking down the street trying to balance all my stuff. And I dropped half my shit. And a squirrel ran off with my lighter. And subsequently choked to death and then exploded. All because I didn't have a bag. So send that to the Sierra Club. All right? So anyway, I'm bald, just in case there's any blind people in the audience. Contrary to popular belief, baldness is actually not a sign of aging. It's actually a sign of extreme youth. Look at babies. Yeah, my hair, I'm actually not losing my hair. It's just coming in really slowly. By the time I'm 80, it's going to be all Jersey Shore. I wanted to share something very personal with you guys tonight. I'm actually suffering from a very rare disease called irritable Paul syndrome. All right. Yes, I just used my name to replace the word bowel. It's actually a joke. Tough crowd. That's such a lame cop-out when a comic says tough crowd. I feel like it's the audience's fault that it's not funny. Have you ever been to a funeral, for someone and nobody's crying? You ever heard the minister say tough crowd? No, it's not the audience's fault. It's because it's not funny at all. But yeah, irritable. I'm kind of irritable. Little small things that aren't meaningful to most people irritate me. Like when you go to Sonic and you get a drink and they tape your receipt to it. I don't understand that. Do you not like that either? I think it's goofy. I order a Route 44 and they hand me my drink and it's got this giant streamer hanging off of it like a homecoming corsage. I'm like, what the hell is this? Why do they do that? Thank you. Gee, thanks. Now I've got a receipt and a sticker to throw away. This is awesome. other little small things in life that I think it's actually kind of a testament to how good my life is, that these little tiny things are the worst things that I deal with. Shipping and handling. I understand shipping. What's handling? Why am I paying you to handle my shit? I don't want your greasy hands on my stuff. I just bought it. Why don't you just ship it to me and I'll call it good, man. Anyway, I like animals quite a bit. I think my favorite reptile is a tortoise, mainly because it's not a snake. At one point, I wanted to have a pet tortoise, but then I thought it might be a little bit weird to have a pet that outlives you by 150 years. So then I thought maybe tortoises should have people as pets, and you may be kind of like, relatively like fruit flies to them, or sea monkeys. Anyway, yeah. I also like owls quite a bit. Did you know that baby owls are called owlets? Yes. And when it rains, they're called moist owlets. Yeah. Did you know that the horny toad is on the endangered species list? I find that extremely ironic. Anyway, you guys have been great tonight. I want you to have a very blessed Easter, and thank you for letting me tell jokes.